Hi, it's John and welcome to the channel. It is 6:40 a.m. on Saturday, March the 8th with the big blue mug of coffee. Little different video today. I try to do things a little different here. By the way, thank you. I made it to 11,000 subscribers yesterday, so if you feel so inclined, click on the subscribe button right there. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So, if you're like me, you're wondering what the hell is going on with Donald Trump and these tariffs on Canada. It's rather confusing. And you're wondering what the end game is. Is this a plan? Is there something going on? What's the grand scheme of things? That's the way I've been thinking about it. I've got my theory. And my theory could lead us on in this video for 30 minutes. Trust me, when I get to some of the stuff I want to show you today, it goes on and on and on and on and on. It's endless. But the reason I'm doing this today is because I was watching Ezra Levant from Rebel News interview Derek Fildebrandt from the Western Standard yesterday. And they spent a lot of times talking about this. And they seem rather confused about what Donald Trump is doing right now. So let's watch a little bit of that, and we'll come back and talk about it a little bit more.
I'm not convinced that there's any sound strategy in what he's trying to achieve with, at least with Alberta Oil. I can see what he might be trying to achieve with the auto sector, and that's obviously a bad thing for Windsor and the Ontario auto manufacturers. You could at least see where he might be trying to go. But I can't see where he's trying to go, at least with the Alberta oil sands.
One thing that is very clear is his disdain for Justin Trudeau. I mean, again, he's yanking his chain, calling him governor instead of prime minister.
Fildebrandt and Levant go over a number of different reasons why they think Donald Trump is doing this, but it's Levant, what he says there about Donald Trump not liking Justin Trudeau. And I think that's part of the reason why this is going on. But is Donald Trump that vindictive to go after the whole country of Canada just because he doesn't like Justin Trudeau? Does he hold that much of a grudge? I started thinking, how many times has Trudeau or the Liberal Party insulted Donald Trump since he first became president? So that's what I put in. I put Trudeau insults Trump, and I came with a bunch of things. And it would go on forever if I went through everything here. So I'm going to try to keep it short. So that's what I did. So this is the first thing that popped up. Surprisingly, it's from People magazine. And this goes back to 2017, about less than a month after Donald Trump was inaugurated for the first time. All the times Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has slammed President Trump. And we'll go down here to an infamous tweet. Do you recall this? Of course you do if you're a Canadian. You remember this. Trudeau also spoke out last month against Trump's immigration order, temporarily banning refugees and people from 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the U.S., and here it is right here, folks. To those fleeing persecution, terror, and war, Canadians will welcome you regardless of your faith. Diversity is our strength. Diversity is not our strength. Unity is our strength. But people coming from the United States are not fleeing persecution, terror, and war. But that tweet brought thousands of people into Canada. We've got a housing problem because of it to this day. And believe it or not, folks, I don't know whether you know this, that tweet is still online. Moving ahead here, this article right here, this is them meeting at the G7 unity torpedoed by angry Trump tweets dismissing Trudeau as dishonest and weak. He sent out this tweet right here on June 9th, 2018, based on Justin's false statements at his news conference and the fact that Canada is charging massive tariffs to our U.S. farmers, workers, and companies. Do you remember this? It sounds like deja vu all over again, doesn't it? I have instructed our U.S. reps not to endorse the communique as we look at tariffs on automobiles flooding the U.S. market. In a second tweet, Trump said his ire was prompted by Trudeau's comments at his closing news conference. PM Justin Trudeau of Canada acted so meek and mild during our G7 meetings, only to give a news conference after I left saying that U.S. tariffs were kind of insulting and they will be not pushed around. So that's what Donald Trump did in reaction. So here we are. Trump calls Trudeau two-faced over video that shows world leaders joking about the U.S. president. And here is Boris Johnson, that's Macron from France, and Trudeau mocking Donald Trump. Trump was not too pleased about this. Moving along here, Trudeau's criticism of Trump cited at U.S. impeachment trial. Now, if Donald Trump's going to remember anything, he'll probably remember this. This was regarding J6 when he was impeached. If we go down here, this is Texas Democrat Joaquin Castro, and he quoted Justin Trudeau in the impeachment trial. This is what Trudeau said. What we witnessed was an assault on democracy by violent rioters incited by the current president and other politicians, Trudeau said last month during an address outside his residence at Rideau College. So does Donald Trump hold a grudge because of this? Moving on, Donald Trump takes aim at Justin Trudeau, accuses him of undermining democracy.
The tyranny we have witnessed in Canada in recent weeks should shock and dismay people all over the world. In an advanced Western democracy, the peaceful movement of patriotic truckers, workers, and families protesting for their most basic rights and liberties has been violently put down.
So there he is talking about the Trumpers, the truckers, and criticizing Justin Trudeau at the same time. We all know what happened with that. Moving along here, Justin Trudeau. Here's another infamous video of Justin Trudeau, and this is a direct shot at Donald Trump.
It shouldn't be that way. It wasn't supposed to be that way. We were supposed to be on a steady, if difficult sometimes, march towards progress. And yet, just a few weeks ago, the United States voted for a second time to not elect its first woman president.
So this was on December 11th, just shortly after Donald Trump was elected for the second time. This was an article that ran in the Toronto Sun on the 11th. Trudeau's comments on Kamala Harris not helpful. Premiers say. Moving along here, this is Brian Lilly just a little over a month ago, a couple of months back. Trudeau insulted Trump for years. Now places are reversed. Here's what he had to say here. It's funny to watch Canadians in the commentariat class clutch their pearls at Donald Trump's insults aimed at Justin Trudeau, not because the insults and online trolling are funny in and of themselves, but because it comes after 2 years of Trudeau insulting Trump for his own political gain. Trudeau has denounced Trump's MAGA movement as a threat to Canada, as dangerous, as something to be avoided, and has tried to paint his main opponent, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, as a maple syrup MAGA conservative, and that's what Chrystia Freeland has been calling Pierre Poilievre as well. Now, I looked up online. You can go online, and here at openparliament.ca, you can get all the Hansard. Now, Hansard keeps track of everything that's said in government. This includes committees and in the House of Commons. So what I did was I went in here and I looked at from January of 2017 until current time, Liberals saying Trump, and it comes up 442 times. Now, there are cases where they use the word Trump, like as in Trump card or something like that, but it's in there 442 times, most of the time talking about Donald Trump. And then what I did was I searched January 2022 until December of 2022. Now, this is when Donald Trump was not president, and they mentioned him 31 times either in committee or in the House of Commons. This is the first one that popped up. Now, this is in reverse order in 2022, so December popped up first, but listen to this. Arif Virani, who was the Attorney General at the time, likened Donald Trump to David Duke. Now, David Duke, the Grand Wizard of the KKK. Now, this is the Liberal Party and Trudeau talking about Donald Trump. Does Donald Trump hold a grudge, and would he use that grudge to attack Canada and Justin Trudeau because he doesn't like him? That's the question. Now, we're 1 day away from having a new prime minister, so this whole relationship may change. Now, the other thing I want to mention is Trudeau may still be around for a while. He mentioned this week there's going to be a transition. Maybe you can straighten me out on this. I looked for this. I thought I heard that Trudeau wanted to hang around for the G7 meeting, which is happening here in Alberta, in Kananaskis country, which is just west of Calgary. That happens in June. So if you can find anything, put it in the comments, but Trudeau may be around for a number of months, if my memory serves correct. But is Donald Trump so vindictive that he would go after Canada with this crazy tariff thing for month after month after month just because he doesn't like Justin Trudeau? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching the video. I do appreciate you very much. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.